whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come.
Yet again come, Shuva, 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 yet again come, oh Shuva, 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 yet again come, oh Shuva.
Whoever you are, whoever you are, whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come, wanderer, worshipper, doesn't matter, ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come. Whoever you are, come, 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 even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, even if you've been waiting for a miracle to come. Just come. Whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, just come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come. Whoever you are, whoever you are. Whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come, wanderer, worshipper, doesn't matter, ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, even if you've been waiting for a miracle.
Shuva, yet again come. Shuva, 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 yet again come. Oh, Shuva, 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 yet again come.
whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter, ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, even if you've been waiting for a miracle to come. Just come, come, whoever you are. Come, 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 whoever you are. Come, just come, come, whoever you are. Come, 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 whoever you are. Come.
Welcome, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to everybody joining us on the internet. It's wonderful to be here. Shabbat, it's also Rosh Chodesh Elul, which is a fantastic time to come together. We like celebrating coming together. It's been a year of togetherness in lots of different ways. And so this Psalm 133 really has significant meaning and gives significant pleasure. And of course, this particular Hine Matov, Psalm 133, is a homegrown, Asheville's own Hine Matov by Penny White. So join me. It's one that we do in religious school, and it's a hit. So if you know when to clap, clap along. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, hine Matov u'manayim shevet achayot gam yachad. Oh, how good, oh, how good, and oh, how pleasant when we come together. Oh, how good, and oh, how pleasant when we come together as one. Hine Matov, hine Matov u'manayim shevet kulanu gam yachad, gam yachad, gam yachad. Now is our opportunity to invite friends and family members to join us and lead us in the lighting of the Shabbat candle. So I'm going to invite up Elka and Alkuna, Elka v'Alkuna, to come up, and they're my mom and dad. It's Alan and Ellen, to lead us in the lighting of the candles.
And we'll be on page 9, responsive reading 2. Make circles to take in the light that brings us Shabbat joy. Make circles to take in the light that brings us Shabbat rest.
Make circles to take in the light that brings us Shabbat holiness.
Make circles to take in the light that brings us Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechad likner shel Shabbat.
It's hard to have a favorite piece of service that welcomes in this special time. When we pause for Shabbat, we're not just pausing to rest, but we're pausing to depart from our typical life, so we make room to become tzaddakim, so we can become just and righteous people. And the way we can spiritually open ourselves to do that is through Kabbalat Shabbat. So join together in Lecha Dodi on page 11 as we welcome in our Shabbat bride.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad Ishmi'anu el ham'echad Adonai echad u'shemo echad B'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor habaracha Merosh mekedem nisucha Zot ma'aseh b'machshiva tichla la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Hitorari Kiva orei kumi ori Uri shihidab eri Kevod Adonai alayich nigla la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Please rise. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala Gam besimcha u'tzehola Toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Please stay standing. As we're learning our prayers in religious school, we learned that there's lots of different opportunities to have Kaddish, or to make Kaddish. Of course, the most significant of all is our Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish, but we use Kaddish in a way to separate one time from another time, one part of our service from another service. And it's so important that as we're growing, we learn what these words mean. They don't mean we're transitioning
from one part of the service to another. And they don't mean that we're mourning or we're in grief. They are words of exaltation. And so this next English version of Chatzi Kaddish called Beyond, which is not in your books, teaches us exactly what those words are. May your wonder be celebrated. May your name be consecrated. May your brilliance never fade from the magnificent world you made. May your ways prevail in our own days, in our own lives, and in the life of all Israel. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. May your name receive the same beauty that you bring, though you are far beyond the sweetest song we could ever sing. And let us say, Amen. Join me with that. And let us say, Amen. Together. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. Join together in our call to worship, Baruch Hu. Adonai, Amevorah, Baruch Hu, et Adonai, Amevorah. All together, Baruch Adonai, Hamvorah, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Habavorah, Le'olam va'ed. Labriut, you may be seated. It's summertime, and it's a fun opportunity to change things up a little bit. So as we transition from day to night, this special transition, this ultra extra special transition tonight, we're going to have celebrate and sing our Ma'ariv in a slightly different way. Some of the words, the Hebrew words, are on page 19. Well, the sun is surely sinking down, and the moon is slowly rising. So this old world must still be spinning round, and I still love you. Golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. Again, golel or. Golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. Baruch atah Adonai asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Well, it won't be long before another day we're gonna have a good time, and no one's gonna take that time away. You can stay as long as you'd like. Ahavat Olam, page 21.
אהבת עולם את ישראל עמך אהבת עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו למדת אותנו למדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובתחומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם בלילה נגע יומם בלילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל אוהב עמו ישראל This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others we say. So we'll say it again. This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others we say. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, everything is God, everything is one. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'elam Va'ed, Yalla Lai Lai Lai, Yalla Lai Lai Lai, Yalla Lai Lai Lai, Yalla Lai Lai Lai, you know these words. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai. This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is a prayer supporting all others. We say, Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha bechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvelechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, emet. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, a song of God's miracles and earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, a song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, a song of a world redeemed, a song of peace. Micha Mocha, page 29.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה Adonai lo elam va'ed. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh. מלכותך ראו בניך, חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
We have this next prayer that was really developed so that people could go home feeling safe and feeling protected as they left synagogue or shul on a Friday night service when maybe the outside world didn't feel so safe. But for the young ones lately, I've been saying this song is a weighted blanket. This song is that weighted blanket that you pull up over you when you're feeling anxious and you're feeling scared and you need something that's going to hug you and make you feel better. So join on page 31 for Hashki Venu.
Hashki Venu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for
for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright, 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 alright. Alright, 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 alright.
We're transitioning into our tefillah, into our standing prayer. We get to do the Amidah every single day of the week, except on Shabbat it takes a different form. During the week, it's our Shemona Esrei, it's our 19 prayers, but many of those prayers are bakashot. Many of those prayers are prayers of asking. We don't do that on Shabbat. So to prepare us for a different feel of this Amidah, we celebrate the joy of keeping Shabbat. So join me with Yismechu on page 33.
Yismechu b'malechutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shevi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbe'u V'yitnu Metu Shabbat. Yismechu B'malechutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu B'malechutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashtu Shabbat. Chemdan yamin al kol karat Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher למעשה בראשית שבת, זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו למלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. Please rise. Adonai, na svatai tiftach. Ananananana ufi agit tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana svatai tiftach. Ananananana ufi agit tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Abotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'Nehem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei metim atah Rab lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechakel chaim bechesed, Mechayei metim berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofech cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha Baal Giburot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, umatmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lehachayot metim. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hametim. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh.
I'm going to invite down Zach for a reading on page 42.
A Hasidic teaching. We build a house in order to live in it. Until we live in it, it is not really a home. So too, it is with creation. God formed the world in 6 days, but on Shabbat, God came to dwell within it. On each Shabbat, the world once again becomes God's home.
Let's join together. You may be seated. Let's join together in our anthem of peace, Shalom Rav, on page 49.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, V'chol hashalom, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, kasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, kasim leolam. V'tov b'neinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. Bechol eitu v'chol shah bishlomecha. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, kasim leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam, Tasim Leolam, Tasim Leolam.
So, back from a much deserved sojourn, our former president is going to help us this evening as he leads us into a time of honoring and respecting, sending love, and even sending healing energy to those who are in need, and it's under that manila folder. Yeah, like completely under. And the script is also there.
Oh, thank you. Flip it. There's the script. We practiced this earlier. At this time, we think of all those who are in need of God's healing presence. Please join us in Misha Berach, our prayer for healing of body and spirit. You can find the words on page 51 in your city room.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. This time we think of Chris Argall, Betty Cohen, Amy Cooper, Shar DeGrave, Liz Daniel, Susan Dennison, Elizabeth Draper, Harvey Filer, Susan Filer, Andrew Fisher, Dean Gavney, Jacob Gluckman, Roger Gluckman, Gabby Goldberg, Stuart Goodman, Ramesh Gupta, Bert Horwitz, Laurel Jonas, Wally Jonas, Karen Katz, Dick Kelvin, Jean Knofel, Chris Kuntz, Allison Miller, Andrew Radford, Susan and David Leader, Jim Rudisell, Deborah Sanders, Julie Sherman, Shoshana Slotke, Matthew Trehub, Bob Ward, Dion Kempenich, Alice Cohen, Stephanie Cooper, Leslie White, daughter of Sally and Lowell Perlman, Stephanie Cooper's nephew, and if there are other names, we add to their names all those caring for them and those suffering in all corners of our world. We also remember those that are mentioned in the chat. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Take now just a moment of silence. page 55.
Oh, say shalom, Bim Roma. Oh, say shalom, Bim Roma. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. Echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
It's arguably the best service of the month because we get to celebrate birthdays. It's the first Sabbath of this month, and if you are here because you are an August birthday, you get to come up onto our bima. So join us for Tikkun. Is it your birth month?
If you're here and you happen to have an August birthday.
If you're here and you happen to, exactly, come on up and join us.
Birthday twins.
May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless all of those born during the month of August. Amen. Who have come to the Bima with reverence for God and respect for Shabbat, grateful to God for the gift of life they have enjoyed up to this day. May the Holy One of blessing continue to bless them with length of years, good health, the pleasures of Torah study, and the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of ma'asim tovim, doing good deeds. In celebrating this and other birthdays, may we all be reminded that people may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count. And let us say Amen, and let us Amen, and let us sing our prayer for Thanksgiving, Shehechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh Amen.
Don't go yet. Don't go. We started a tradition when we lost the ability to hakafah together. When we went into our homes and we started doing services from our homes, we lost this opportunity to take out our Torah and celebrate around our sanctuary with it. And this tradition was to have an extra song. And so we're going to continue with this tradition, but we've been doing one song for an entire year, for over a year, for a year and a half. And this month happens to be somebody else's birthday and a beloved memory. And so I decided to change things up just a little bit. But if you listen and you know who it is, you can share with the group afterwards, with quiet raised hands, of course. And but feel free to sing along if you know it.
Must be getting early.
clocks are running late. Paint by number morning sky looks so phony. Dawn is breaking everywhere. Light a candle, curse the glare. Draw the curtains, I don't care, 'cause it's alright. I will get by. I will get by. I will get by. I will survive. It's a lesson to me. The deltas and the beast and the freeze. The ABCs we all think of to try to keep a little love. Shoe is on the hand that fits. There's really nothing much to it. Whistle through your teeth and spit, 'cause it's alright. Oh well, a touch of gray kinda suits you anyway. That was all I had to say, 'cause it's alright. I will get by. I will get by. I will get by. I will get by. I will survive.
August birthdays, give them a round of applause. So, I'm going to give the Devar now. All right. So, every so often I get the opportunity to break with tradition and give a little Devar. And tonight is one of those nights. And it's really an honor. Like I said in the beginning, it's a special service because it's Rosh Chodesh. And it's also special because it's Rosh Chodesh Elul. And to me, that's such a significant time of the year. So with that, I welcome you to my Devar. As Yael Tischler said in her article, Ancestral Animal Lovers, Biblical Characters Who Treated Animals with Loving Kindness. Every love story needs a meet cute. You know, that part of in a romantic comedy when somebody spills juice on you and then you end up together. Or you end up thrown together on a road trip with somebody you don't like, but it turns out later that you're made for one another. Can anybody remember that one? Harry Met Sally, exactly. Anyhow, the Tanakh, our Hebrew Bible, has some great meet cutes. But one of the first ones is the story of Rebekah and Isaac. And it's all about kindness towards animals. Fun fact, this is also the first time in the Torah that we learn of a husband and wife actually falling in love with one another in Genesis 24:67. The story goes like this. Abraham isn't so keen on his son marrying any of the local women, preferring instead that Isaac marry somebody from his homeland. Abraham sent his servant to find a wife for Isaac. Eliezer, the servant, decides that he'll devise a test to make sure that he picks the right partner. He says, "Here I stand by the spring as the daughters of the townsmen come out to draw water. Let the maiden to whom I say, 'Please lower your jar that I may drink,' and who replies, 'Drink, and I will also water your camels. Let her be the one whom you have decreed your partner for Isaac. Thereby shall I know that you have dealt graciously.'" Genesis 24:13 through 14. Eliezer's test is all about finding a person who isn't only kind to humans, but also cares for animals. As fate would have it, Rebecca passed the tests with flying colors, and Isaac and Rebecca finally meet and fall deeply in love with one another. I think that it's pretty clear the significance and honor that our faith places on our animal friends. As we know that they allow us to give and receive love, soothe us when we are in distress, keep us company when we are lonely, and remind us to play even when we're grown-ups. This past year, as we spent so much time isolated in our homes, our animal friends' role was even greater. Tonight, we celebrate Rosh Chodesh Elul, which means Sunday at sundown, Elul, that begins tomorrow at sundown, or rather Sunday at sundown. Elul has many significant characteristics. As the month preceding Tishrei with Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur in it, it's a time of preparation, a time to go inward and self-evaluate, a time to get quiet and meditate, and a time to awaken oneself to the sound of the shofar. However, less commonly known, it is the animal's new year. So as you consider all the love you plan to share this month with yourself and those around you, be sure to honor the creatures of your home, the beasts of the field, those adrift on the breeze, and those gliding through the tides and currents of oceans, lakes, and streams. Please rise as we welcome in the new month of Elul and sound the shofar the first time this season.
Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu shetchadesh aleinu et chachodesh. Our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us goodness and blessing. May we have long life, peace, and prosperity, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled with good. Rosh Chodesh Elul, Yihiyeh Bayom. Hu Hayom, the new month of Elul, will begin on Sunday evening, Monday during the day.
Please remain standing as we conclude our service. We'll continue with our service with the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu ki goyeh ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'goralenu k'chol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. Our thoughts now turn to those who we have lost. We recall by name those taken in recent days, weeks, and months. Eddie Fisher, brother-in-law to Harriet and Rich Eisen. And we remember those whose yard sites occur this week. Lillian Friedman, Jason Gates, Theodore Goldstein, Jacob Carney, Dr. Lawrence Rappaport, Jeffrey Maxwell Reeder, Max Silverstein, Joseph Roberts, Mary Schulruff, Sylvia Zoller, the names in the chats, and if there's any names of people to share this evening. If you are here this evening in mourning or observing yard sites, please rise. And we will rise with you as a community for the Mourner's Kaddish on page 65. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'alam ulamei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, huya say shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones here today. Here's to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories. And memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feels like December when somebody says your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will someday. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones here today. Here's to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories. And memories bring back you. I'm going to turn this over to Kuhn again.
It's a real pleasure to be back here sharing the outside bima with you, Seth. You make me look really good. My name is Tikkun Gottschalk. For those who missed it, it's my pleasure to represent the Board of Trustees tonight. I have a few announcements, and first, another big thank you to Seth for flying solo tonight. He's really good at it. I mean, and happy birthdays, to myself and all the other Augusta. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan on being here. Another thank you is to Alen Levi, who's behind the scenes you have not seen, because he's inside running all things tech that make this happen for the rest of those tuned in who are not here, present. So he and Kevin, who's sort of Kevin Ring, who's running the show, could really use some more volunteers to help continue to make that happen, because we will be continuing to live stream for the foreseeable future. So if you or anyone you know thinks they might be able to handle a Shabbat or 2 or 3 every so often, push some buttons, toggle some switches. I'm sure that's all it involves, because I know, right? But please, if you're willing and able, you think you're able, please contact me or Kevin Ring. I know they could use some extra help, because this is going to continue. So other announcements. So as those of you here noticed, starting tonight, you'll no longer need to register for Shabbat services. Everyone will still need to follow the same protocols. You experienced them tonight. Everyone 12 and over must be vaccinated. Kids under 12 must be masked at all times. But you can just show up with your vaccination card, come to services whether you plan to or not, spur of the moment. I know lots of people like to do that. I do come spur of the moment sometimes when I'm not asked, every now and then. We welcome you, really, truly. I mean, this is back. Seth, another announcement. Seth sent out again the religious school registration. We're going to have in-person religious school. It's going to happen for kids 3 through high school. It will begin after high holidays, as we did last year. So if you're thinking about it, now's the time to decide and do it. Tuesday emails continue to go out with all sorts of things, including Elevating Elul series with Billy Jonas. That will take place 4 consecutive Thursdays in August into September ahead of the high holidays. Elevating Elul starts on August 12th, 7 p.m. Again, I think there's a registration link, so please register if you're interested in that. Heads up for those of you who plan to continue streaming, that's not you, maybe, but the rest of you. The slides are going away. If you'd like to follow along, kind of like the slides, the best way to do that would be to purchase a prayer book, and the information for doing so will be in your weekly email. And those of you who don't have it already, it would be a great way to follow along without the slides. There's also a Kindle edition for those of you. If you're thinking about the Kindle, maybe you also need to call Kevin, maybe volunteer if you can use the Kindle, just thinking. Next week's Shabbat service will be in the sanctuary. We will not be sweating. We're having mosquitoes buzzing around us. Seth will still be sweating, but that's him. We will be installing Guy Goldman, my able successor, who I hear has been doing great already. What do we need to install her? I mean, she might get the wrong idea. She's our new president, and it's going to be a really lovely service. I hope everyone can join us. This evening, right now, for those of you here, when we're almost done here, if you could help gather all the prayer books and put them in the cart up there as you're making way, and then if a few able people could help us with the cushions, putting them back up, that would be great. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And thank you, Tikkun. And I think that it is the preference of Kent that we lay the Sidorim flat, horizontal, as opposed to vertical because of the spiral bounding. It occurred to me, Tikkun, that really what you were promoting before was the CBHT AV Club. Yeah. So if you were in the AV Club, this is... That's right. There's no bigger honor. Well, they say finish big, so let's do that with a mashup. You might know the first part and not the second part, or you may know the second part and not the first part, but either way, I think you'll enjoy it. Please rise for our final song.
We read the wind and the sky when the sun is high. We sail the length of the seas on the ocean breeze. At night we name every star. We know where we are. We know who we are, who we are. Shalom, shalom. We set a course to find a brand new island everywhere we roam. Shalom, shalom. We keep an island in our mind, and when it's time to find home, we know the way. Oh,
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'hakulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'hakulam. Salam, salam, Aleinu ve'hakolam. Salam, 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 Aleinu ve'hakolam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'hakulam. Shabbat Shalom.